Welcome back. Secondhand smoke, nasty nicotine and tar stains on aircraft interiors, tobacco smoke polluting the cabin. People of a certain age will remember the days when smoking was allowed on the aircraft. It was banned in 2000. So why do modern airplanes still have ashtrays? Chief Transportation Correspondent and pilot May-Kay Beeler joins us to give us some insight. May-Kay, some kids weren't even born when they got rid of smoking on airplanes. What's going on with this?
I know. So, it's hard to imagine there really was a time when smoking was allowed on airplanes, even dedicated smokers. Well, they have to admit, sitting in the smell of stale smoke for hours trapped in a metal tube, it's not good. Well, today the dangerous and, of course, even deadly health implications of smoking are well documented, to the point that anyone lighting up on a plane, well, it's illegal. They're engaging in a clandestine activity. Anyone violating the no smoking policy can face heavy fines and a visit from law enforcement. From time to time, though, all right, you hear about passengers sneaking into the bathroom to smoke and chucking the butt into the trash where it can smolder in discarded paper towels. Talk about a good way to start a fire. And that's the last thing you want on a plane. So the FAA made it law to put ashtrays in airplane lavatories for the flyers some describe as the idiots who will light up despite the prohibition. Now, in the past, ashtrays were considered to be a passenger convenience. Now, they are safety requirements.
Oh, okay, so it's a safety requirement for what? The people that just can't follow the rules?
Because, and they call them idiots. That's not my word.
Right.
Because they put everybody at risk.
Right.
So the FAA requires ashtrays on lavatory doors as a critical fire safety precaution. The ashtray provides a fireproof place to extinguish the cigarette, preventing the offender from tossing it into a flammable trash bin. If the ashtray is broken or missing, the aircraft can be grounded because it's classified as essential safety equipment, making it illegal to take off. Plane can't take off until it's fixed or replaced.
Oh, okay, so is there an accident that led to this? I mean, why do we have? So there was.
There were several. Wow. So the rule comes after a fatal accident, including a 1973 crash of a Brazilian Boeing 707, where a discarded cigarette in a lavatory trash bin killed over 120 people. This eventually led to no smoking policies, smoke detectors, and ashtrays in all commercial aircraft bathrooms. Are you surprised? That was they're not in the seats, right? The ashtrays are not in the seats anymore. They used to.
I'm shocked because I feel like it almost incentivizes the people who don't follow rules. Well, there's an ashtray here. Maybe I can smoke. It almost gives them a reason to light up. May-Kay, you were telling me you've flown with people.
Yeah.
Smoking cigarettes. How does that affect you as a pilot? What was that like?
Yeah. So for many years, I flew for a couple. I was their pilot for like 10 years. We had a smaller airplane. It was like a 1960 Beechcraft Bonanza. Pilots know this is a great airplane. It had ashtrays. They smoked all the time.
Yeah.
Well, I'm in the pilot seat, and she's right next to me or he's behind me smoking. I was younger then, it didn't bother me, but unfortunately it wasn't healthy, and to this day I can't
even be near. Okay.
I can't even be near it.
May-Kay, I want to go back to, do you think that we're going to get to a point where the FAA reverses their decision on those mandatory ashtrays in lavatories? Maybe it incentivizes some people. I get it as a safety precaution there, but do you think that's going to be the way it is forever?
It puts so many lives at risk for the people who aren't going to respect it.
Right.
I think it makes sense.
Yeah.
I agree with you. It might encourage somebody. Oh, what the heck? There's an ashtray right there, but they're going to be fined. They can $17,000 fines.
Right.
The plane may have to divert.
Yeah.
Law enforcement's going to meet them. I mean, there are fines. It's not just a.
And that also goes for people who decide to use their e-cigarettes also inside.
Right, you can't vape either. That's against the law also. So it's just unfortunate.
Yeah.
But I know you said your parents smoked. It was a big deal and I don't want to insult anybody who smokes. That's your business. But we don't want fires on airplanes, right? Fire is the last thing we want on an airplane.
But it is a good thing to know when you go to the lavatory. That's why the ashtray is there. Not to incentivize it, but it's for safety.
Right.
All right, May-Kay, thank you so much.
Queen City News Plus. Just search Queen City News on your smart TV's app store.